How's everybody's week so far? Horrible. Tell me more, if you want. Stressed about what? If you don't mind me asking. School. Is it like one particular class, or is it all the classes at once? I feel the same way. Like, none of my individual classes are particularly hard or like super challenging, but I feel very overwhelmed with all of them at once. Definitely feel like I would have an easier time if I just had to do like one thing at a time, you know? But doing all of it's really hard. Hey Marlon, how are you doing? Tired. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're here, even though you're tired. I'm also tired. It's okay, we're gonna make it.
We really gotta clean this stage. This stage is like been since I was in high school.
There's no cleaning it.
Scuff it up, re-varnish it.
Easy. Done.
I see a bunch of green paint right here. It just looks bad.
Are any of you doing the musical, Chicago? How's that going? Do you like it? When I was in high school, I also did musicals, but I was in the pit orchestra. I sat in the front of the stage and played clarinet and cello and like would look back because I was like so excited about what the actors and dancers were doing. I miss those days. Hey Abby, how are you?
Good.
Good.
I can finally be here.
I know, I'm so happy that you're here. There's not a basketball or volleyball or, I mean, there is a soccer game, so we're missing 2 people this morning.
There's also a partial solar eclipse.
I know, I think we're going to see it. I think that we're going to be outside in time to take a look at it, but please protect your eyes. Protect your eyes.
There's also like graffiti glasses down the observatory.
Oh, noted.
There's 100 of them.
Good. I should have gotten some for everybody. I didn't know that. I'm so excited for today.
How hot is this river?
We're about to find out. Abby asked how hot her drink is. I have a really bad habit of drinking coffee or tea or whatever like right after I make it because I'm so excited to have it. It's gonna taste so good. And then I take a big swig of it and just completely burn my mouth and can't enjoy the
I've
rest
been
of
doing
it.
that at school. I make apple cider with the hot water
Yeah.
at the school, and then I drink the whole thing in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. Hey,
I mean, I don't
welcome
burn
in.
myself because our water here isn't actually that nice.
Oh, you guys gotta get one of those gooseneck kettles. Those are
We
super
have
cool.
it's like a coffee machine,
Yeah.
so you can just pour water out of it.
Explain to me what 303 is.
It's a band.
It's like a running thing.
Okay.
You know about 303 the band?
I know about okay, but nobody here knows about 303 the band, and if you do, please don't. Alright, where is everyone? It's almost time. It's 8:59. Morgan, could you do me a favor and go round up the rest of our friends? Okay, good. Come on in, everybody. Let's make 2 arcs. I don't want anybody being too close to the edge of the stage. I also don't want anybody to be in front of this stand. So let's scoot down just a little bit here. This is going to be all of our woodwinds. My friends in the back row, be careful. There are some stage things from theater, I'm assuming. So just keep those in mind. Come on in, come on in. Is this everyone for now? I know that we have 2 people gone, at least 2 people gone for soccer.
That's ridiculous.
I know, how dare they? Tisk tisk. How dare you have more than one hobby? You're telling me band isn't your whole life?
Yeah, for real.
It's okay. Daphne just cares the most. Just go there. Have extra hobbies. It makes you a good person. Scoot down, everyone. Scoot down. Let's go ahead and scoot down.
Where is every stuff before the other?
Where's the whole saxophone section?
That's what I just said.
You know, they might be at soccer or who knows what.
I know some of them.
Cool.
Oliver is at soccer. That's it.
And Mateo?
Mateo too. Well, in terms of
I
sex.
think the two
Oh,
freshmen
okay.
also do soccer.
Okay. Well,
Who's that, Andres and Berto?
don't get here. All right, everybody, go ahead and take your instruments, put them on the ground in front of
No,
you.
they're not in soccer.
Take your instruments, put them on the ground in front of you. Daphne, just so you know, I'm filming myself on the stand here, so don't knock it down. Awesome. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? That good, huh? All right, we're gonna start with some stretching. Go ahead and get some neck rolls in nice and slow. If you find like a sticky spot, I want you to hang out there and really kind of massage it out with your neck roll. My sticky spots are typically in the very, very back, like the backmost axis, and then the very, very front. Go ahead and bring your chin down to your chest. Interlace your fingers behind your head, and I want you just to create a slight pressure there. Very slight. Go ahead, release that, and I want you to roll it so that the back of your head is touching your shoulders, if that makes sense. You get a full extension here in the chin. And you can take your fingertips, and I want you to press lightly underneath the jawline. Just lightly. We're not like breaking our necks here, we're just getting a deeper stretch. Awesome. Go ahead and let that go. Get a couple of shoulder rolls. After you've gone backwards a couple of times, go forwards a couple of times. I like this pink. Pink is slowly becoming like one of my favorite colors. I don't know why. Get some scissors here. Open and close shoulders. Try not to hit your friends. Nice and slow. Just kind of warming up the upper body. Then I want you to grab opposite shoulder blades in the back here. Grab opposite shoulder blades. I want you to pull them apart. To pull them apart, you can lean forward a little bit. Take a big breath in, and then on the exhale, pull them further apart. And release that. Interlace your hands behind you. And then I want you to lean slightly forward, just enough till you start to feel a stretch. I feel this in my chest and in my biceps, surprisingly enough. Take a big breath in, and then on the exhale, get a little deeper. Go ahead and shake that out. Relax. Woodwinds, actually everybody, let's go ahead and do this. Get some finger flicks. Pretend you have water on the tips of your fingers and you're flicking it out at your cat. Or I might be the only person that's moved their cat like that, but I like to flick water at her because she's good.
Wait, can I really quick talk about why we're doing this?
Sure, go ahead. You can talk about why.
I really like doing this because it helps stretch out the tendons in your fingers, and especially if you're a woodwind player, you know that you need to have a lot of finger dexterity. This can help with that and just getting them warmed up. It's like stretching your fingers, basically. If you're like a climber, this is another good thing to do, but it's great for musicians.
Yeah, cool. Go ahead and on your own, grab anything else you need for the upper body. We're gonna transition into breathing really soon. So if you feel like you need to get some side stretches, get some side stretches. I'm gonna give you about 1 minute to get anything you need on your own. Anything you need. About 1 minute. Shout out to Sophie for buying me a coffee this morning. That was very sweet. She's the realist. Awesome. And then once you feel nice and stretched out, let me know that you are ready to move on by standing at like a nice open second, hands at your side. Don't rush. If you're still not ready, that's fine. What you got there? Nice. I thought it was an orange, like a tangerine. It's like, why is it shaped that way? All right, we're gonna breathe in for 4, out for 4. As we're breathing, can anybody tell me how we're breathing? Give me some descriptors. How do we breathe? Open. What's open? The oral cavity, yeah. What else? Yeah, stomach and not the shoulders. We're breathing deep in our lower abdomen, starting at the very base and filling out bottom to top. The shoulders move a little bit. Is that okay? Yeah, that's pretty human. Your shoulders come all the way up to your ears. Is that okay? No, that's a lot less human. That's okay. Anything else before we start going? Let me ask another question. Am I going to feel separation in my rib cage at all? I'm breathing very deep and bottom to top. Do I feel separation in my rib cage? Nod your head yes, or nod your head no, since we're quiet today. Okay, I'm getting some circles, some I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and give you the answer this time. Yes, you will feel separation in your ribs. Despite being made of bones, there's nice cartilage parts in there. Sophie could probably tell you more. I don't have like a huge understanding of anatomy yet. I'm working on it. There are softer spots in your rib cage that expand and contract, make room for your lungs, because what do those guys do? Expand and contract. So your ribs will expand and they will contract. Give them permission to do that. Here we go. In for 4, out for 4. Let's have one hand on our stomach and one hand on our low back, so that we get this accordion sensation in between our hands here. Go and let all the excess air out and we'll start. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out. And in, and out, and in, and out. Through the mouth, through the mouth. In and out, a few more, and in and out, a few more, in and out, watch your bounce, and in and out, last one, here we go, in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Big sigh with me. Excellent. I felt so much like stress and whatnot come off of that side. That was excellent. Okay, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go in for 4. I'm going to go out for 8. In 4, out how many? 8. As we do this, we have to pace ourselves a little bit more, right? Because we're breathing out for longer. We also have to breathe in deeper and with more air to get that long 8 count tone, yeah? Cool. Just want to make sure you're all on the same page. Go ahead and get set. Let's do monitors on our hands this time. So when we breathe in, when we breathe out, I want you to pick a skin cell to direct your air at. Skin cell. Pick your favorite cell. In here, out here. So I should hear the in and the out. Go ahead and get set. Monitors ready. Have your free hand at your side. In 4, out 8, and 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and out, in and out, in and and in, and out. 2 more, in, out. Last one. Nice, shake it out, big sigh on your own. Big sigh on your own. Cool. So a lot of our focus today is going to be on breathing. I won't kill us with breathing, Jim, don't worry. But some of the feedback that we've been receiving, not only from Judges Tapes, but from Ms. Brennan and from other educators, is that we aren't breathing very smartly in our show. Do you guys agree or disagree with that? Agree? We're stacking our breath a little bit. We're getting really tired really fast because we're not using our rests to breathe. And we're not breathing in long tones in a smart way either. Fun fact, your brain loves oxygen. Absolutely loves it. How many of you feel, and just a show of hands, how many of you feel kind of like stressed out or overwhelmed sometimes during your show or during tracking? I always feel really stressed out during tracking. I really do, especially when I was in your shoes. What's gonna help with that? Less oxygen to the brain or more oxygen to the brain? More. Let's get some more oxygen. Let's do into, out, 8. Same exercise on the monitor, into, out, 8. Show me you're ready with feet apart and monitor set. Free hand at the side. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and into, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and into, out. 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 Push yourself. Into, out. Into, out. Into, out. 2 more. Into, out. Last one. Big sigh. Feeling okay? Anybody lightheaded? Okay, if you're lightheaded, you sit down. Give you guys a sit break. Go ahead and sit for 20 seconds. Sit, drink water. When you're done sitting, you're gonna come back up with instruments. After we finish with our warm-up today, we're going to be focusing a lot, obviously, on our show music. I'm hoping that we can get a couple of full runs with minimal errors. Yeah? From memory. Because when is regionals? Monday! And when is state? On the 30th. About 2 weeks from today, yeah? So we're at the pinnacle here where we've taught you pretty much everything that we can teach you. Now we're fine-tuning. Now we're performing more than we are learning. And this is my favorite part of the process because I don't know about you guys, but I really love to perform. It's really fun. Sweet. So the idea is we'll be able to perform the whole show from memory with minimal errors and expressive qualities. Awesome. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to do one more breathing exercise. It's going to be into, out, 8, longest instrument possible. So trombone, 7th position. Brass players with 3 buttons, all of them are down. Flutes, clarinets, saxes, lowest possible note on your instrument, C's, B's, B's. If you got that foot joint, you go. Oh no, my phone's dying. No, just putting air through the instrument. So it's going to be into, Out 8. On air. We're using the instrument now as our monitor. Instrument is now our monitor. Show me that you're ready by going to set. Let's have feet apart for this, just for safety's sake. Set all the way with feet apart, and then we'll start. Into out 8. Nice posture, guys. Looks great. Very, very good. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and into out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into out 2, 3, 4. Into. Two more. Into. Last one. Big sigh. Okay, is that easier or harder on the instrument than on the monitor? Raise your hand for harder. Raise your hand for easier. All right, those who said harder, why do we think it's harder? Because I'm making out with my flute. Why else do we think it's harder? Yes, there's a lot more air that we need to get through the entirety of the instrument. Here, with our monitor, there's almost no resistance, right? But guess what? Do we have resistance when we play our instruments? Do we have resistance when we play our instrument and are schmovin'? Yeah. Yes, so that's why we're doing this. Go ahead and pull out long tone 1A. Long tone 1A. And if pulling it out means remembering it right up here, that's fine too. I'm sure most of us have this memorized. Long tone 1A. And once you are ready, show me you're ready by standing at standby. Everyone's comfortable, no one's falling off the stage. Sweet. Long tone 1A, get set all the way up. 2 count breath before we start. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and. What counts are we going to breathe on? 7 and 8, yeah? Can you breathe on 6? Is that allowed? Sure. If it makes you feel better, I say go for it. And what count do we initiate sound on? Beat 1. So I should hear everybody enter at the same time. If we breathe together, we will louder, heavy, enter together, play together, all the things together. Go and get set all the way up. Long tone 1A, 2 count breath. Coming in all together. In 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and. Exercise, and I want you to be empty from your air by the time we get to the 2 count rest. What are we going to do in the 2 count rest? Are we going to breathe in for 1 count or for 2 counts? 2. Are we going to be louder or softer? Louder. Go and get set.
I have a quick comment. That second entrance was so much better. That was so good.
Thank you.
So stay engaged.
Yeah,
That's
you guys
all
got
it is.
this. Still 1A. Still 1A. Get set all the way. Getting rid of all the air and breathing in for all counts of rest. In 5, 6, 5, 6, and in. I see some smiles, so obviously it means something went well, yeah? I thought it sounded pretty good. I really like the focus. I really like the tone quality. I really like the way you guys are using your air. And it's okay, squeaks happen, yeah? They sure do.
That was really good. I think that's the best we sounded all season.
I agree.
That was really good. That was a really good one.
I agree. All right, friends, we're going to do our articulation exercise. Articulations. Da, 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 da. Go ahead and pull it out if you need it. Pull it out if you need it. This will be the last little bit of warm up before we get into our show stuff.
Is that a hot chocolate themed shirt?
Yes.
I love it.
Have a cup of cheer. Wow, Halloween hasn't even happened yet.
Hot chocolate is a.
It's year round.
It's year-round. That does look like a very Christmassy shirt, though.
My favorite drinks. How many of you guys have ever been to Dutch Brothers? Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros. I love Dutch Bros because there's one right next to the climbing gym that I work at. And my go-to drink of choice is I'll walk my happy little self to the Dutch Bros. But can I get a hot chocolate with oat milk and a shot of espresso? If you haven't tried it, I'm not condoning drinking caffeine at a young age, but hey, maybe give it a shot.
I have middle schoolers who drink like pine.
I have sixth graders
They're
who
too far gone.
drink Celsius. Anyway, here we go. Articulation exercise. Let's go all the way to, I only want to hear the staccato eighth notes. So we're going to go whole note, rest, half note, rest, quarters, rest, quarters again, rest, eighth notes, rest, eighth notes again. Yeah? Yeah. If you've got it and you're ready to go. Yeah, we're not going to do the triplets. We're not going to do the triplets today. I don't know, maybe we will. I might change my mind if this goes really, really well. Go ahead and get set all the way. Set all the way. If you need help with the instructions, please ask before we start. All right, here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6. I thought your staccatos were a lot better than the legatos. Do we agree or disagree? Agree. Let's try again and make them the same. Get set all the way. Set all the way. 5, 6, 5, 6, in. What sound did we hear first? Trumpet. What sound should we hear first? Everyone. Or maybe even tuba. I'll take tuba. Go ahead and get set all the way. 5, 6, 5, 6, and in. Smooth. Raise your hand if the staccatos were better. Raise your hand if the legatos were better. Raise your hand if you don't know. That's okay. Let's split it up. I want to hear just the brass. If you play a brass instrument, you're first. Same exercise. Get set all the way. Set all the way. Be careful on the edge there. Just brass players, so Gabe, you can relax. Chill, not you. Okay, cool. I thought I saw your instrument enough. So all the way. 5, 6, 5, 6, in. Very nice release. Relax, woodwinds, you're up. Woodwinds are up. Got this. We're gonna beat those spitty brass players. Okay, show me you're ready by being set all the way up. There you go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, and in. Okay, here's the exercise. Woodwinds, turn around. Find a brass player. Wait. Find a brass player, and I want the two of you to give each other feedback on what you heard. Ready? Go. Find a brass friend, give each other feedback.
Did you hear the air sounds?
Yeah, they do. Alright, and then slowly start making your way back to the arcs. Slowly start making your way back out. What? You want to play baritone? Is that what it is? It's great. It's like super light and like portable. Okay, can I have a volunteer? Would somebody be willing to share what they learned from their woodwind or brass partner? Go ahead, Caleb. Yeah, I agree. A little more emphasis on the start of those notes would be helpful. It brings some clarity, which I really like. Somebody else? Aiden.
Maybe hit the staccato rhythms a little bit harder so it's more distinct.
I like that. Yes. Shooting for clarity, right? Let's hear a woodwind person. Daphne.
I mean, I was also told to just like make the staccato eighth notes a little bit more clear. I was told they're what is it? Fluffy?
Fliffy. I like that. Fliffy. Yeah. Fliffy.
That's such a great music word.
It is. It really is. I gotta put that in the score one day. Okay, so what I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong or if you disagree, it's totally fine. What I'm hearing is generally, as an ensemble, one of the things that we need to work on is clarity in articulations. Yes? Do you guys think that applies to your show?
Yes.
Can anybody give me an example of where in your show that specific feedback applies? Go ahead, Amy.
Like, I think it's 24 in the first movement.
Yes, I agree. Anywhere else?
I can think of a really good one.
Go ahead. Uh-huh. All that like nice and separated, lifted staccato quarters. Okay. Oh, we're gonna pull out the score. Let's go.
Measure 37 through 42.
Awesome.
Why don't you sing that for me?
Okay. With all that feedback that you just gave me and gave each other and received, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to find those spots in your music and practice them. 2 minutes, ready, go. 2 minutes, practice those. full show from memory, minimal errors. And now we know we need to highlight areas where we get real crisp and clear articulation opportunities, yeah? Okay, let's start at the very beginning. Morgan, would you mind keeping time? Do you need the whole time? Okay. All right, friends, go ahead and get set. Do all of your step outs, do all of your body. Breathe in your rest and strive for clear articulations. On Morgan. Take a minute to think about your entrance. Ask yourself, was I happy with that? If I could get a do-over, what would I do differently? Fun fact, you will not get a do-over at regionals. So make it count, yeah? Go ahead, get set.
I bet. Okay. We're going to do the 5-6 count off here since we've got this pause. I know it's not how we do it in context, but I don't have a drum major, sorry.
ahead and pause, shake it out, and then we'll start ourselves back up. Yes. Shake it out. Get some wiggles.
Hey, my bad, guys. I'll do my push-ups later. Okay, get set.
Alright, tempo change. Go ahead and freeze. Y'all, I got goosebumps doing that. I just want to take a moment to compliment you. I know that I said we'd do like sort of a full run, but I need you to know before I forget to tell you how wonderful that was. Thank you. There's such a lush moment there. Keep it up. We've got just a little bit more to go. Yeah? Okay. On Morgan. Bring oxygen out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Not bad, not bad, guys. There's so much good stuff in there. So much good stuff in there. Grab a drink of water. Drink some water, blow some bubbles, especially high brass friends. Chop out a little bit. Thank you so much for keeping her.
Sorry about the balance, but nailed the closer.
Yeah, so good. It's hard. What is it?
I was looking, I knew there was the red, but I forgot that it says the switch system. I knew we didn't.
I don't think we'll get another full run.
What time is it?
9:41. I'm gonna spot check some stuff.
There was one thing I wanted to tell them.
Feel free to take a seat, take a sit break. Take a sit break. And you're in mine.
For some reason they gave me like half grand. I think just the way I was like
Nice run. Some good stuff in there. I was very excited. As we were sitting and hanging out on an anonymous show of thumbs, so in a minute I'll ask you to close your eyes. Show of thumbs, how we're feeling on memorization. Thumbs, oh, okay, some of us are bold and don't care about being anonymous. Great, that's fine with me too. Thumbs up for I have every single note, articulation marking, tempo marking, dynamic marking memorized and could tell me like what exactly is on measure 46 right here, right now. Thumbs up. Thumbs middle, I maybe have all the notes, all the rhythms, and all these dynamics, but some of the articulation markings I couldn't tell you exactly what they were. Thumbs down, there are a couple of movements that I'm not super familiar with and need some more IPT time on. If you want to create a gradient in that, that's excellent. But go ahead and show me on your thumbs, either anonymous or non-anonymous, where you're feeling. Awesome. General consensus is this is in good shape. This is in really, really good shape. This is a conversation that I was having with a friend ensemble yesterday. We have 2 weeks till state-ish, right? Does that mean that we are out of time? I like the finger, that's very funny. It does not mean we are out of time. We still have plenty of room for growth. But again, I think we even had this conversation last Saturday. Who's gonna create that growth? Is it gonna be me? Individually, yeah? We're at the point now where it's like us as a team have done a lot. Not everything, but almost everything. Now it comes down to us as individual players. How many of you play sports? Do you work out for your team or do you work out for you so you can be better for your team? Both. Yeah, that's exactly right, both. I feel like this far in the season we have worked out a lot for each other, now we need to start working out for ourselves. I think music and sports go hand in hand. I think that they require the same kind of brain, so take that, football players. Just kidding, I love you. I love football players. Keep up the good work. Keep working on yourself. We have room to grow. I'm super excited. All right, go ahead and stand up. Sit break is over. Sit break is over.
I had one comment.
Go ahead and make some comments for me.
Low brass, during the closer, if you have the section of the closer that's like, where the low brass has the melody, sorry, my brain just, if you're the section that has the melodies, yeah, we start to fade a little bit, we come in super strong, we maintain super strong, but what I want us to do is make sure we're ending strong, because those phrases are super cool and right, we don't get the melody that often, so it's not something we're trained to do, but let's try and play all the way through that phrase.
All right, so friends, we're gonna do a couple of spot check things. We're probably not gonna get another full run, and that's okay. I think the run that we have is really good. But we're gonna do some spot checks. I wanna take a look at measure 42. Pull out your music, pull out 42. Awesome. Once you've got it, go ahead and go to standby. Once you've got it in front of you and you're ready, go to standby. Nice. Okay, so what does the term vertical alignment mean? Anybody have any guesses? What is vertical alignment? Daphne.
It's like the harmonies of the music.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it for sure, like the harmonies, the interplay. Any other guesses? Any other ideas? Vertical alignment. One more time, sorry. Sound pyramid, yeah. That's actually a really great way to look at it too. Sound pyramid. Sound pyramid, we have our highs at the top, our lows at the bottom. Our foundational lows should be the loudest thing we hear, so on and so forth. When I talk about vertical alignment, well, let me ask you a different question. How many of you have ever looked at a score before? Like a score of music? You mean, yeah, or even piano sheet music? Anybody ever seen like a grand staff before? All of the measures happen in these long bars, right? From top of the page to the bottom of the page. And in that, I can see what happens on beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4 for every single person. Quick question. Measure 42. Who plays on the downbeat of beat 1? Who plays on beat 2? Great. Who plays on beat 3? And then who plays on beat 4? Then you play on beat 4, actually. Yes, I do. Awesome. So when I talk about vertical alignment, I'm looking at rhythmically and harmonically, like Daphne and like Aiden mentioned, what happens from top of the page to bottom of the page. At measure 42 and 43, and some other places in our show, this is an excellent example, a primary example. We're not getting that vertical alignment. Some of us are coming in too early, some of us are coming in too late, and the vertical boxes of measures no longer look like a straight line. They're kind of off kilter. Does that make sense? Does that visual make sense? So I'm going to take measures 42 all the way to measure 46. We're going to take it slow. Take it nice and slow. 42 to 46. Go ahead and get set all the way up. Extreme rhythmic accuracy, still keeping in mind of our articulation goals for today as well. When we are still, we will go. Here we go. And 5, 6, 2 and, so that's tenor sax, that's low brass 2. Did I miss anybody? Anybody? Downbeat 2. 1 and, or sorry, you have rest 2 and 3. Anybody? Did I miss anybody? Okay, so I want to hear low brass and tenor sax measure 42 to 46. Everybody else, you're playing in your brain, you're fingering along, maybe humming your part to yourself. Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, 8, rest. Cool. So instructions are low brass 2 and tenor sax. I only want to hear people who have rest on beat 1, 2, and 3. You guys have it too? Oh, sick. Let's go. Thank you, guys. Yeah, join in. More the merrier. It makes them feel less lonely. My bad. All those people. Let's do that again. Get set. 5, let's now hear people who play on the downbeat. I want to hear alto sax, I want to hear trumpet 1, I want to hear horn. Those 3 people, alto sax, trumpet 1, horn. Get set. Same spot. And 5, 6, 5, 6, and 5. So people that just played and people that played before them. Just those 2 parts. All the way up. All the way up. If you don't know if you should play or not, please ask. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, and 1. Do we see the effect? Da 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 da. That's what I want to hear. Don't get me wrong, flutes, clarinets, the it's cute. I like it. It's super fun. But this like band split. You guys know how like bass drums play splits? This like ensemble split is way cooler, and if we can achieve that at a really high level, we're gonna get so much credit for it. Let's hear everybody now. Everybody all the way. Same spot, and then we're moving on for one more spot check. Same spot. Show me you're ready. 5, 6, 5, 6, and. So if you can't hear the Passover, you can't hear the reed, low brass to trumpet Passover, you're playing too loud. Let's do another spot check. In the ballad, or maybe we can just use something slow for this kind of example. Go ahead and shake it out, brass players. If you want to blow some bubbles, get your chops warm and ready. Feel free. Cool. How are our faces feeling? Pretty good? Alright, I want to take a look at 201. We're going to jump all the way down to the last movement, 201. How many of us know what staggered breathing means? Raise your hand if you know what staggered breathing is. Keep your hand up if you want to tell us what staggered breathing is. Amy.
Where people take breaths in different places that are usually unconvenient, but they're not in the same place, and usually between measures.
Yes, that was an excellent definition. Good job, Amy. Love that. Cool. So, Amy said, in case you couldn't hear her, I'll summarize because your definition was perfect. Mine is just not going to be. Amy said something along the lines that staggered breathing is breathing in places that might not be super convenient, but they're not where other people are breathing. They're not necessarily in between measures or on bar lines. How many of us have, look at your music, how many of us have an eighth rest at any point in our final movement here? What kind of breath could I take in an eighth rest? Can somebody describe it to me? Yeah, that was excellent. Can you show us that again? A gasp, right? That I like to call like a hiccup breath. Take them if you absolutely feel like you need them. Breathe in those rests. But we need to give ourselves opportunities to breathe for at least like 2 counts, right? I'm a big 2-count breath person. Where are some places that we could breathe for 2 counts and maybe nobody would notice? Look at your music and I want you to point or show me or tell me a spot in your music where you could get away with that. Go ahead, Amy.
Setting in point changes before.
Yeah. So Amy has in her part like repeated ostinato rhythms. They're 8 notes, they're continuous, they happen all over the place. We don't need all a million of them, right? We can take a breath. We can drop some, and that's okay. Nobody's gonna be mad at you. However, will somebody maybe be upset if Amy and Grace and Daphne all decide to drop the same 8 notes? Yeah, then it's like, why did the flutes stop playing? What's going on over there? Are they okay? Do you guys get this idea? Okay. I want you to do your best to apply this kind of abstract idea to 201 to the end. We're going to slow it down a little bit so that you can figure out where you're going to breathe. And I challenge you not to breathe the same spot as the person next to you. You cannot breathe the same spot as someone next to you. If you want to go ahead and collaborate with each other, turn and talk to your neighbor and figure out where you're going to breathe so it's not the same spot.
Usually.
I know. After you guys have figured it out, go ahead and come back to the front.
Yeah, honestly, I usually take this.
Once you've figured it out,
Ben, you're not allowed to breathe anywhere. You have to do the whole thing in one breath.
yeah. All right, we have about 4 more minutes, folks. Let's bring it in. I need 4 more minutes of focus. You've done an excellent job focusing today. I love how quiet and engaged we've been during this rehearsal. It really means a lot, and it's going to go a long way when we keep having rehearsals like this. All right, 201, 201. Now let's go ahead and try and let's get to 213. Since we're going to be playing this a little slower, let's try and get to 213.
I'm gonna click.
That's okay. Here you go. Get set. All the way. We're trying out our breathing counts. Trying out our breathing counts. And 5, 6, 5, 6. Raise your hand if you liked where you picked to breathe. Did it work for you? Raise your hand if you're like, oh, actually, that didn't work very well for me. I want to pick a different spot. That's okay. That's okay. Now we know, yeah? Same thing. Same thing at tempo.
Low breaths, can we grow a little more into those and shrink a little more as we fall? Just a little bit more, 5% from everyone.
For the sake of time, go ahead and relax. For the sake of time, we're going to add on to this. We're going to start the same spot. We're going to go to 221. Same spot to 221. So pick another spot to breathe for your next chunk. See if you like it. Go ahead and get set all the way up. You know you best. Alex, please put your phone on mine. Oh, okay. Got it. That's fine. Thank you for letting me know. That's fine. Here we go. And 5, 6, 5, 6, raise your hand for yes. Do we want to change your breathing spots? Raise your hand for yes. Way to go. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Not bad. Not too bad. Let's now get a rep of the full last movement, the whole last movement. We're going to do that. Find breathing spots for the rest of your show. Ready, go. Try and talk to your neighbor if you aren't sure if you're going to breathe at the same spot.
We're doing that 128 and 160.
We're doing
The full thing. I think they. I just need to hear it once.
Alright friends, this is the last thing we're doing today. Are we ready? We ready?
Yep.
Let's finish with a bang. Get psyched. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, starting in the same spot.
Standing in the same spot, the full last movement. We're going 201 to the end. We're not breathing where our neighbor's breathing, but we're breathing as often and as well as we can, yeah? Yep. Are we still articulating with lots of space, separation, clarity?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking in. Go ahead and get set all the way up. And Morgan's gonna give us time. today, friends. It was amazing. I'm so excited to get outside and see the eclipse. Are you excited? That's today. That's today. It's gonna be crazy. Don't look at the sun with your bare eyes. Please, please, please. Get outside. So great working with you. All the love. All the love.